to Wildwood Cottage. It's lovely to have you here. Welcome back to my little corner of Wales. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you've all had a good week and that you're looking forward to your second bank holiday if you're in the UK or Commonwealth countries. We've got the coronation at the weekend, so I'm looking forward to watching that. But yeah, I'm back in the greenhouse because it's cold and there's an easterly wind coming in straight up the hill in that direction, and it's coming straight up the hill and it's freezing, so I've got two jumpers on today. I thought today that we would have a look at the new veg garden patch because I've been working really hard in there, and I've ordered the polytunnel, which is great news. I ordered that, when did I order it? I ordered it Tuesday, and they said there was a 3-day dispatch, so hopefully that'll get dispatched tomorrow, and it's on 24-hour delivery, so hopefully it'll be here Saturday and at the latest Tuesday, so that's good. I'm hoping to get it all cleared and ready for the polytunnel to be able to dig the posts, but I'm going to have to take my time doing it because I want to make sure that it's done right. But today's job, I've cleared half of it, so today's job is to build the retaining wall to keep the soil in place. Now we've decided to change the orientation of the tunnel because I was talking to my husband about it, and even though he's not interested, he said it would be better if you did it lengthways along the wall, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take you over to the new veg patch and show you what's going on over there. I've got some seeds to show you as well that I've sprouted, which I did last week. I've got these are my yellow courgettes. They're doing really well. I only sowed them. When did I do it? I did a video with you what I'm sowing in April, at the end of April. So they're only about a week old. And I've also got a round bull courgette coming through. And I think I did 6 in each pot. So I've got 1 in that one and I've got 3 in the other one so far. So hopefully they're going to do well. I want to pot on my tomatoes today, and I need to get my broad beans out, my onions, my shallots and my potatoes, because otherwise they're going to be planting themselves. They've been there that long. And the onions and the shallots have done really well in their pots. So I'm hoping to be able to get them out today because we're forecast rain tonight and tomorrow. So I'm hoping to be able to get them in so they can get watered by the rain to save me having to use loads of water. So that's my plan for today. So I'm going to finish my cup of coffee in my nice new mug. Have you seen the little hedgehog? Isn't he cute? It's got little wellies on it and all sorts of things like that. The wheelbarrow, a little robin, a little birdhouse. So this is to replace my toadstool mug that I dropped. Dropped it on the floor in the kitchen. That's the joys of having a stone floor. Doesn't work with me. I'm better with carpets because I drop things all the time. It's amazing how many things I've dropped and broken in this house since we moved in. That's the 3rd toadstool mug I've gone through since we came here. So I'm not replacing it again. It's 20 quid to replace it and I can't get hold of one at the moment. I might try and replace it at some point in the future if I can afford it. But 20 quid for 1 cup is a bit much. So yeah, anyway, today I'm going to be doing a few more seeds. I'm going to try and do a few every day, and then once the polytunnel comes I'll be able to spread everything out and get everything ready for the garden. So that's my plan. I'm running out of space in here. Things are 2 or 3 things stacked high at the moment. I've got like propagators on top of propagators and it's just getting crowded. So things really need to be moved on now. My pumpkins are walking, I'm looking down there because that's where they are, but my pumpkins are walking out the propagator. They really need to go into the polytunnel. So yeah, that's hopefully going to be up next week or the week finished on the week after, and then that'll be just in time for the tomatoes and the cucumbers to go out. So yeah, I'm going to try and pot them on this week as well. I need to get some compost because I've decided I wasn't going to buy any compost this year, but I thought, well, just to get things moving on a bit because it's been so slow this year because of the cold, I think I'm just going to buy 1 bag and get them moved on and get them growing. It's not worth wasting my time. So a bag of compost is only about £5 around here, so I may as well bite the bullet and get them growing nice and healthy. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around, finish my cup of coffee, turn the camera around, and I'll take you into the new veg patch and show you measuring it up for the polytunnel, and we will have a bit of a vloggy kind of episode today. So I'll turn you around and I'll see you in a minute. I've got this to clear today to get ready for planting the stuff that needs to go in. These are the potatoes I found. Look at these. These should have come up in time for Christmas dinner last year, and they didn't. So I put them back in, and then I'm going to carry on and plant another load of potatoes next door to that. My strawberries need to be sorted out as well, because I've got buttercups in there and I don't want buttercups in there. I've also found some more strawberries, so they need planting on somewhere. I'm thinking of just popping them along here. I've cleared up along here. I've moved the gooseberry that was in the new patch. I put that there. I've put the other one there, and they look very healthy. I put a couple of strawberries in. I've sorted out my parsley. These are the parsley that I get from the supermarket. And these were some leeks that I found that self-seed themselves every year. So I'm not going to eat them. I'm going to leave them and let them go to seed again. And then and then I'll get a new crop off them. My rosemary's in flower, look at that. And then over there, they're my onions and my shallots. And my potatoes have started coming back that I harvested last year, and the artichokes, so they need clearing out the way too. So all this is going to be vegetables again this year. This is the old man's patch. All the rhubarb's all coming through. So this is the bit I want to show you. Whether you remember what it looked like before, I'll pop a picture in for you. But there was a hedge here, and that's what's out of the ground here. We're going to pop that back in along the hedge. It's not going to go to waste. I've moved my mint here, and it seems very happy here. It's even put on a lot of growth just in the last couple of days. California poppy in there as well. Okay. So yeah, that's very happy there. Looks like something's been having a munch. So this is what we've cleared so far, or what I should say I've cleared so far. There's my chicken tractor. All this is cuttings as well. So all this is going to go back along the fence line. This is where the greenhouse was, which I've just been in, and we've now moved. I'll just show you that in its new spot. That's in its new spot there, so it's very happy where it is, and I'm happy with it. I found this plant in amongst all the debris when I was clearing, and that is one of these, and it has like a lantern flower on it, and it's a beautiful plant. The cows munch it on one side, and it seems to be filling out nicely here on this side, so I'm hoping that one's going to do the same. So in this patch here there is a wall. Now I'm not sure if it's been an old shed or if it's part of a farm wall, but I'm going to try and get rid of it, because the polytunnel, from what I've measured, is going to be from this post here, and it's going to be 10 foot in this direction here to this post here, from what I've measured so far. And then in that direction, we're going to pop it in that direction along this wall here, and it's going to be 15 foot in that direction. So what I want to do is, because of the way you have to dig it in, you have to dig a square hole, and then it has like silver plates on the bottom of the post, and you have to dig a hole 45 centimetres wide to be able to fit the post in. So I'm going to move, I'm not going to take the retaining wall here, I'm going to come along a metre, and I'm going to put the retaining wall starting here, all the way along to the very bottom, to just before the fence posts over there. And all this here is going to be one big retaining wall, and it's going to be built out of old fence posts that the farmer was going to burn. So that's going to be a good recycle of them. So this wall here is going to be in the way. Now, I thought about leaving it there, but I thought, you know, it's just going to be in the way. I'm not sure how it's going to work, because I'm going to have to level off from where that post is just up here. All the way down here is going to have to be level, and all that way is going to have to be level. Now I think that's just going to interfere, but part of me is thinking about leaving it, because it might act as a good wall to stop the soil moving. It just means I won't be able to plant in certain parts of the bed. But you know, I'm not sure. It is a couple of bricks deep. It's 3 bricks deep so far there. So I'm wondering whether just to take the top layer off and leave the bottom too. That's my thinking so far. So let's go and have a look at the rest of it. On this wall, this is the new chicken tractor. They'll be coming out in a minute. They're just doing their egg business. And then once they've done their eggs, they can come in here. I've got to do it to the shops, so I'll do that first. And then they can go in here and I can get me washing out. All this is rubbish, which I'm just chucking over there for the time being. And then once I've got all the bramble and everything out, I might take it to the bonfire that's in the other field next to this one. And the farmer will burn that in the summer. So I've just got this, I've done from just beyond where that wall is, and you can see that pink bucket, where that wall is. All this along here is bramble, ferns, bracken, nettles, all the way up to the wall. Now I've cleared mostly up to the wall. There's about a metre up the top there that needs doing along the wall there, but I've done all that since I last did my video and showed you what I was doing, and the chickens have been doing a great job. I'm going to start moving them along this way now so they can do this patch here. They've done a fabulous job on that patch. I'll just show you the soil. It's amazing soil in this patch considering it's a bit of waste ground. Well, look at that soil in there. I can't get in at the moment because of the door's locked. Here we are, here's a bit here, look. Now look at that soil. Considering this was waste ground, that's fabulous soil. Got good structure to it. To hold it together, forms a clump, but then it falls apart, and that is absolutely perfect. And because it's never been touched, because this has just been like this for goodness knows how long, donkey's years. I don't think it's ever been used since the war. It used to be used to grow vegetables for the house next door, and yeah, it's just never been used. So this soil has just built up over and over time, and it's going to be fantastic for growing in. So sorry, my train of thought went then. So this patch here is what's left. Now here is a big massive fern. All here really is just fern, and it's going to take a while to clear that. I've tried using the mattock, I've tried using my hack, and I'm not sure how I'm going to get it out. I may have to use a big spade, not sure. I may just have to, maybe a pickaxe might be better just to get in underneath, but I'm not sure. But there's just a little bit of bramble left here, and then over here is nettles. Now these are the fence posts that I've been squirreling from the field at the back. I found this barbed wire here at the back of the woodshed, so that's really handy. I've done most of the fence now with one layer of barbed wire, but as you can see there's a big gap between the barbed wire and the fence, so there needs to be another layer of barbed wire under there, otherwise the cows will be getting the head in. And these are the fence posts that I'm able to use. Now they're flat on one side, don't know if you can tell, curved on one side, flat on the other, so they're going to be ideal, because what I can do is I can put the curved side on the outside and the flat side, the flat side up against the post, so they're going to be perfect. So I've got these, my husband's cut all the points off for me with the chop saw, and I've got another probably 2 times that amount at the top of the garden under the trees, and I've got another wheelbarrow load in the field all put aside as well. So I'm hoping that's going to be enough, but if not, there's still tons of fence posts left there. So I'm standing now at the back of the veg garden, the new patch. So all here, from here roughly, all the way along there to that hedge up there is going to be one long retaining wall of these fence posts, and it's going to be probably 2 or 3 high, and then I'm going to move all the soil that's here down this way and try and level it off flat. That's the idea anyway, because if I'm going to bring some of the soil down this way and then to level it that way, that should be plenty. I have got a rotavator. If I can get that working, I might rotivate it, but it's a bit late in the season because all the worms are at the surface of the soil and it'll just chop them up. But it might help with moving the soil, but we'll have to see. I'm hoping the hack and the mattock will do a good job, but yeah, so that's the plan so far. That's our drain, need to keep that clear. So down this end I'm thinking of making it into a bit of a seating area, because we get the last of the sun coming through that gap there, and it stays till about 6:30, 7 o'clock down here. So it'd be nice to be able to just come down here, either into the polytunnel or to sit out and enjoy the garden and the birds. Because along here, I'm putting that hedge back. I've got something to go here in this corner, and then along here is going to be a hypenicum hedge. So that's going to be lovely yellow flowers in the summer. And then along here, I'm going to put the box hedge back. That hedge, that tree is going to go back in. There's going to be box all the way along here, and then the cows can graze on that, and I can plant on the other side of it, on this side, with no danger of the cows getting in and eating my vegetables. So that's the plan so far. So after that little whistle stop tour, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and get the lump hammer, and I'm going to knock the top layer of those bricks off, and I'm going to measure out for the wall, because I think I can leave this here for the time being while I mark it all out and see where I'm working, because it does need to come out, but it can wait for the time being, because I'm not sure if this mound here is just fern, and then once that comes out, will that mound then be less? So yeah, that's my thinking. My arms and my shoulders and my back are aching with all the hacking, trying to get it all out, because that's taken me 2 days. My husband helped me get that out, which was great. That took us half an hour to get that tree out, and we did that between us, so that was fabulous doing that together. The other little one, that variegated one there, I took out in about 5 seconds. It didn't have any roots on it at all. So yeah, so I'm hoping to do a little seating area just here in this corner here, or up by the wall up there. I think that would be quite nice. And or even just this whole patch along here, have this as somewhere to sit. So yeah, so it's just different aspects to be able to sit in different parts of the garden. So yeah, when I come to do the posts in a few minutes, I'll switch the camera back on, and I'll show you what my thoughts and plans are. I'm just going to tidy up a bit. Yeah, so when I start doing a bit more work, I'll switch the camera back on and I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll show you measuring it all out, and what my plans are and thoughts are for the wall. I'm just going to tidy up a bit because it's a bit messy, and I can't walk around at the moment because it's so messy. There's so many bits of weeds and things everywhere that I just threw to one side yesterday. So I'm going to carry on with that, and I'll switch the camera back on in a bit. So see you in a bit. Right, so this is where that wall was. And that's it over there. All this brick here all came out of that hole. Can't believe how much was in there. And I think there's still some under there. So we'll have to see when we get all that soil moved. But as you can see, where it was, where the brick went to, is 5 foot across from there, typically. And it meant it was going to be in the way of one of the foundation posts. So yeah, it had to come out. I think that's the last of it. That was the last big chunk that I took out. But some of it wouldn't even come apart, so I've got 2 bricks there which are stuck together, 3 bricks over there stuck together, so it was a nightmare to get out. But I'm just hoping there's not any more. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to move all the soil, do the wall, move all the soil, and then pop the skewer in, the auger in, and see if I hit anything 50 centimetres down, and that'll give me an idea for the posts. So yeah, it's going to be a big job, I think. I can't see this being an easy job for getting the polytunnel up. There's too much rubbish in the soil. So I've cleared all that rubbish out the way now. So I'm going to pop to the shop. Excuse me, I got my safety glasses on. I'm worn out after doing that. It was a hard job. I had to use the pickaxe in the end to get it out. But it's done now. So I'm going to go to the shop, and then I'm going to see if I can get some really long screws, and I'm going to start putting the first posts in where I think I want the retaining wall. So we'll do that when I get back. So see you in a bit. Right, so I think we'll have to leave it there for today. As you can see, it's raining. I've been trying to get a bit more done, but it just won't stop raining at the moment. So I seem to be having April showers in May, and I've decided to pack up and get on with some log splitting instead. So I'll see you in the next video, and I'll show you how much I managed to get done. But I've come in the house now and had a cup of coffee because it's just got far too wet. But yeah, anyway, to all you who were looking at the lamb video, the lame sheep has been picked up and the farmer has taken her away, and both lambs and mum are having a little rest in the field down by his house so he can keep an eye on them. So that's it for today. I will see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your week and enjoy the long bank holiday weekend. And if you do like my videos, please do like and subscribe. Please do hit that notification bell, and YouTube will keep you up to date when I upload new videos. And I will see you soon. So see you in the next video. Take care for now. Bye bye. Bye.